Hey GlassGang, thanks for tuning in. Today we're diving deep into the recent VATS changes in Fallout 76's player test server. I know there's been a lot of buzz and maybe some worries about how these tweaks will affect our gameplay, but don't worry just yet. I've been putting in the hours and testing out the new system, and I've got some insights that might just ease your mind. This video will answer whether or not you can solo EN06 with a VATS Heavy Gunner build in the next update. The test I'm about to show you is with my level 500 high health VATS Heavy Gunner character. I'll talk about tactics I'm using during the test, and afterwards I'll show you the weapons, armor, and build loadout that I'm using, because we do have to go over some of these new perk changes involving the Heavy Gunner class. One thing to keep in mind is that anything that's in the PTS is not final and is subject to change before it goes live. The build I'm using today is my PC level 500 character. This is a VATS Heavy Gunner build and is relatively easy to achieve. I'm using a 3-star minigun here to take down the shield. This has the Vampire's rapid and reload speed mods. This way I can just sit there and tank all of that damage to use reflective damage to take down the shield. Once the shield goes down, I switch to my quad pepper shaker and step out of power armor. This is because my non-PA setup is full limit breaking. Now I'm using my power armor set like this because power armor just has higher reflective damage than non-PA. I can't take down the shield this fast with reflective damage without it. You won't need 2 power armor sets to do this. If you have a limit breaking power armor set, that's all you need. I don't have a limit breaking power armor set. I have a limit breaking non-PA set, so I figured I'd show you guys that it works just as good non-PA. Once the shield goes down, that's all you need to do really, is just target the torso and VATS and hold on for dear life. 1 minute 15 seconds and all I'm using is Blight Soup and Overdrive. No bobblehead, no magazine, no teammates, completely solo. That's really impressive and a very good sign that VATS Heavy Gunners are still gonna be meta next season for those who want to play solo. This is the build I'm running, and it's not much different than the builds I'm running on my channel on the live server, other than the perk cards that are found under strength that have changed. And these are the new perk cards. We have Drum Corps. Gain 1 stack of ammo spender for every 50 ammo spent. Each stack adds 9% damage. Stacks are lost when you reload or change weapons. Think of this as sort of a budget onslaught damage that stacks, and instead of it stacking over time, it stacks after every 50 ammo spent. But you do lose those stacks when you reload or change weapons. Bringing the big guns. Your ammo spender stack limit is doubled. Lock and load. You'll keep half of your ammo spender stacks when you reload. Each stack increases reload speed by 1%. The rest of the build is not much different than what I have going on the live game. The only other thing is I'm running a 3-star stabilized, but I jump in and out of PA with this build, but it's mainly for when I'm in PA and to get the most out of reflective damage when taking down the shield. It does make a big difference. Besides that, under the legendary perk cards, I did have one card that wasn't doing anything for me, which is taking one for the team. We weren't getting that 30% damage bonus because we didn't have anyone on the team. So we would have been doing even more damage with someone on our team. This is the armor set I'm using. Overeaters, through hikers, limit breaking with a mixed 2nd star of either powered or endurance. The reason I went with limit breaking is because they increase the amount of luck that you need to stay in VATS and crit every other shot or every 2nd shot like we can right now in the live game. And by going with a full limit breaking set, it just means that I don't need to put the lucky hit mod on my weapon, which is a 3rd star or 3-star mod, which would replace the VATS optimized minus 35% action point cost on my pepper shaker, which would then ruin its ability to stay in VATS. And as you can see, it does have an AP cost of 9. The live game, it has an AP cost of 6 because the gunner sight used to affect the AP cost, and now it does not. So now it has an AP cost of 9. I'm also going to post up the new formula for critting every other shot, depending on what you have. So by the new formula, CS means crit savvy, LB means limit breaking, and the first option here we see we need 90 luck if we don't have critical savvy and only have 5 limit breaking pieces on the build. And this is where this build is. We are at 18 luck on the build, critical savvy rank 3 and 5 limit breaking pieces. So according to the chart, this is the closest we were to the formula, and so we actually had more luck than we needed. On your build, what mods you have. This was posted in our Discord by Hobeck. Thank you so much, Hobeck. Credit to Hobeck in our Discord for posting this. Discord link in the description. As you can see, you need a lot more luck now, depending on what kind of mods you have access to. The most notable change is down here in the additional VATS changes. Players can no longer target body parts on the opposite sides of enemies, such as the Ultra Genetic Shield Generator through the front of the EN06 Guardian. So basically, right now on the live servers, we're able to VATS through the Guardian's chest and target the shield. So anything that you can't have or don't have line of sight, you won't be able to hit in VATS with these new changes. So that's something that you shouldn't overlook. I'm using the Vampire's minigun at first to take down the shield. It's so that I get HP regeneration from shooting into the shield, because I won't get anything else. I'm just doing damage to the shield through reflective damage. And this method actually works on the live servers as well. This is currently something that you can try and do reflective damage to the EN06 Guardian right now. If you wanted to set this up and give it a try, I encourage you to, ahead of the next update. Two other things we need to talk about are the changes to ultrasight ammo and prime receivers, also the Gatling plasma and changes. It is such in a bad spot right now in the PTS that I'm doing a separate video. So basically, from what I can tell reading this, they just don't want players to look at ultrasight ammo and think this is all I'm going to run because it has more damage. They want it to be more on a level playing field and have a more meaningful role for you to want to get that ammo type for specific reasons, like, I don't know, I guess maybe hunting the Scorched, because it will retain its bonus damage from Scorched enemies. So like, you might want to use it when you're hunting Spooky Scorch next season or Holiday Scorch. But here's what they're planning to do with this ammo type during the PTS. Restore ammo, ultrasight ammo being a part of contextual ammo drops. Adjust prime receiver damage to match other top tier receivers and no longer exceed them. So basically just nerfing the damage on it. But it will retain the bonus damage to scorched enemies. This brings ultrasight ammo in line with other high damage options without making them obsolete. While this is definitely a nerf, we feel that now, when so much of the playing field has shifted, is the right time to make this change. They also go on to say, but looking ahead, we're committed to making ultrasight ammo feel like a powerful, rewarding player choice. I left our GlassGang link and Discord link in the description if you want to join the GlassGang and find a community to play with. I also left links to my recent streams in regards to the PTS updates, in case you missed them, all in the description. I'm MsGlass, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!